So marketing is a it's a huge concept.
Yeah.
It's a very broad concept where you've got branding, you've got sponsorships, you've got managing your product, you've got sales, and there are multiple verticals. You've got promotion. We all read Philip Kotler and these management gurus books, the four P's of marketing: your price, product, place, promotion, and that has evolved to six, seven now. I don't know how many are
Yeah.
there. It's called product relations and personal relations,
They just keep
packaging.
adding.
Those are there, and I'm not saying you shouldn't know that. You should know that, but how to apply that in your respective product, brand, league, or a franchise, or an athlete that you're representing is crucial. How you apply this in real life. Like I said, we read a lot. We identify market trends. You need to analyze what's happening in the current industry. Where is the industry growing towards? What is the trajectory? What are the Western countries doing?
Mm.
You like it or not, everything, all these concepts slowly come to Asia later on when they've already been established in the Americas and in the European countries. So you need to be on top of that. Um, you need to also be aware of what is happening with firms who are not in response in the
Mm.
industry as general, because end of the day, marketing is about coming together with a sponsor or a partner or a brand, and you jointly work towards a common goal, which is promoting the league as well as your brand, and you have a seamless integration between the two. So that is important to know. For example, now if a company has raised say $100 million in funding, and they are a youth based industry, their target audience is, for example, let's take an academy. If it's students and students love sports, they watch sports, then you should know that that's the company I am going to target, because they've got the funding, they've got the right target audience, which is what we have, and we will approach them to come on board as sponsors. So it's important to know that what are these companies doing in marketing terms, and also you need to keep of, like I said, latest trends. Now I already spoke about it, the Coke and Ronaldo thing, right? So in the recent press conference, Ronaldo just moved a couple of Coke bottles aside and he said drink water. So many brands have smartly taken on to this, and this is a trend you see of late. And they've started making memes out of it, and they've started making marketing jargons out of it. Fevicol came up with something brilliant. They kept Fevicol bottles, and it said that this won't move. And it's amazing that how things get caught on in real time, and which is why you need to be on the job. You need to be have your eyes and ears open, what's happening on Twitter, what's happening on Instagram, who's posting what. And that's how you become a real time marketer and capitalize on this. It's important to jump on this bandwagon in real time. And it's a big industry out there. I'll speak in depth about it later. But when you are saying in these basic stuff for marketing, it's also about setting your goals right. What are your short term goals? What are your long term goals? When brands come to us, when Vivo came in 2017 when it replaced Pepsi, nobody knew Vivo in India. They came as title sponsors, and everybody's like, "Oh, what is this brand? Like, what category are they into?" So for them, it's about brand awareness. It's about visibility, that we need to be across a property, across IPL, and Vivo as a brand needs to come up and gain a lot of visibility. 5 years down the line, Vivo doesn't need visibility anymore. What Vivo needs, they need sales, they need utility, they need what their product is about, and pass the communication. So what their key core messaging is, that it's about, their tagline is perfect shots, right? So it's about perfect camera, and it's about camera and music. So whenever you think of camera and music, they want people to think of Vivo.
Vivo.
So
Yeah.
that's how their targets short term were brand awareness and let people know what Vivo is. Now we see Vivo X60, Vivo V21 product specific branding, which Vivo didn't do in the past. So setting out your short term and long term goals, where you launch in tier one and tier two cities, first, or you'll go tier 3, tier 4, and then come to tier 1, tier 2. So those are important when you're chalking out a marketing plan. Define your target audience. That's very important. You cannot sell anything to everybody. You won't sell an academy and Udemy and Byju's to a grandparent. You'll probably sell it to a parent and kids more. So you need to define that. I'll read out one very nice quote Kunal Shah had posted on Twitter. He's the founder of Cred and Freecharge. So he said, as a product, if you try to become everything for everyone before you become something for someone, you end up becoming nothing for no one. So the key takeaway is that become something for someone, target that audience first. You know who your product is for, and then you go to the masses. If you directly go to the masses, you won't end up getting anybody. So I think that was something which really caught on to me, and I go by it. And these are the basic fundamentals, what I would say one should look into. Uh, Goes without saying, like market research, data, insights, consumer feedback. All of this is very, very important in marketing. And lastly, I would say packaging, which is one of the P's, a newly added P. Let's. I would like to give an example of a sports tournament called Pro Kabaddi League. How many? And this also comes up to your question, like, do you need to be an athlete to get into sport? How many people who are running Pro Kabaddi League today have actually played Kabaddi or watched Kabaddi before the league started? Barely. I hadn't. So PKL was packaged in such a way, it was a TV friendly sport. There's a very minimum capacity that you can attract in an indoor sport. It's not like an IPL or a football stadium where you can get in 50, 60,000 people. It's an indoor arena. So they got their priorities right. We're going to package this as a quick, fast action and edge of the seat sport where people watching on TV will like it. They don't have to sit for 90 minutes or for 3 hours to watch the sport. We'll have 30 minutes half. We'll finish it quickly. And they actually amended the rules of the league to make it TV and audience friendly. So what Star and Mashal Sports in this have done fantastically is they package this product for TV, for people, because they don't know the sport. They ensure that people, get to know the sport. They made the rules easier. They made it more exciting that the game can be turned around within seconds. So it's great, what Kabaddi has done. And that's where your packaging needs to be right. You need to package your sport and your product in the right way. And same thing goes for the brands.
Pro Kabaddi League was really India ka game.
And it's a traditional game. It's doing so well, and they
Yeah.
have such nice stories. Like these athletes come out of nowhere, and there are brands who've put in so much money in the league as well. Vivo has come on title sponsor for Kabaddi as well. So it's a testament that how well they've done while packaging this product and to rolling it out to the market.